Hi, I'm Kritika and welcome to Visionaries at Work series. So today we are going to explore how DevOps is driving digital transformation, smarter cloud spend, built-in security and sustainable IT for real business impacts. And joining us today is Mr. Dharmang Makwana, a DevOps expert with over 12 years of experience. He has worked with enterprises across several industries, helping them transform their DevOps landscape. Dharmang, thank you so much for joining us today. My first question to you is, how exactly does DevOps speed up digital transformation in large, complex enterprises?
Think of a DevOps like oil in a big machine. It keeps everything running. In a large organization, system can be complex and team often works in a silos. DevOps break down those walls. Now your development and your operation team works together instead of working in a silos. This will result in quicker deployment, faster feedback loop and fewer surprises in the production. And this will also give enough headroom to your team for a more innovation with more testing. In a current ecospace where digital innovation is not a one-time job and it's instead of a continuous process, the DevOps will help you to stay ahead.
That's a great perspective on digital transformation. Now let's talk about money. What happens when DevOps and FinOps join forces? Can they really cut cloud costs without hurting performance?
When DevOps and FinOps sits on the same table, you get the smarter spending without slowing things down. DevOps know how to scale and grow the application, while FinOps know how does that growth cost them. Instead of just overbuilding, they develop a system that monitor and analyze a real-time usage and adjust the things automatically. It is just like tuning a car performance for the mileage and the efficiency both. You just don't need to burn a more fuel to get the performance. Instead, you just need to drive smart.
Smart spending without slowing down? Love that analogy. But speed comes with risk, right? So what are some DevOps strategies that help teams launch faster without breaking things?
Speed is great until you crash. The best DevOps team use the right mixture of automation, CI/CD pipeline, security, and the feature flag that roll out the things faster but safely. They write the code that tests everything when someone's commit. They roll out the things gradually instead of flipping all the switch at once. And anything goes beyond the control, the rollback is just a click away. It is just like a skydiving with 3 parachutes. You are taking the leap, but you have got the backup. The balance between the velocity and the control is where the magic happens.
Speed with control, that's a powerful combo. Now let's bring security into the mix. How do companies bake security into DevOps without slowing things down?
You have heard the word called safe left, right? It is not just a buzzword. The earlier you catch the security issue, it's cheaper and faster to resolve that. That's why the security should be embedded into your DevOps process. You need to automate the security in your pipeline. You need to review and scan your code and dependency before it goes live. And you need to embed the security checks at your every pull request. It is just like baking a cake with all ingredients instead of just sparkling a sugar at the end. When the security is considered to be a part of recipe, the end product is safer, stronger, and built right from the start.
Security by design makes total sense. Now shifting gears a bit, can DevOps really help make IT greener and more energy efficient?
Yes, it is. A lots of IT waste come from idle servers, overpowered builds, or the application that runs 24/7, even they don't need to. The DevOps encourage efficiency, a smaller container, a right size of infrastructure, and powering things up only when they need to. It is just like trimming your fat without losing the muscle. When you constantly optimize and monitor your infrastructure need, you just don't only save the money, but you are also reducing the carbon footprint. It is like a win-win situation. A sustainable tech that run like a race car but sips a fuel like a scooter.
Efficiency meets sustainability, definitely the need of the hour. Finally, let's talk about what we are doing at home. How is Bankai Infotech helping businesses level up their DevOps game and turn it into a real competitive edge?
At Bankai Infotech, we just don't implement the DevOps services, we tailored it to fit the unique DNA of every organization. Some organizations need to scale faster, some organizations need a very tight security, and many of them need the both. We implement our cutting edge solution and helping this organization to get there where they want to, using our DevSecOps, FinOps, infrastructure as a code, and various other security and the cloud services. More than the DevOps tools and technology, we install the DevOps culture within them. And the best part of it, they started seeing the result in a weeks, not in quarters.
That wraps up today's conversation. Thanks, Dharmang, and thanks to all of you for tuning in. See you next time with more voices driving digital change. Stay connected.